On the documents case, one of the features of the early public narrative of this episode that has kind of already taken root is the reporting to the effect that statements from this podium at different points later proved to be inaccurate. And without expecting you to delve into the details, because we all know that you cannot from the podium, I nonetheless wonder if you could simply assure us that you challenge that element of this narrative, that you are satisfied personally with the accuracy of all of the information that you've dispensed from this podium.
So, James, look, I'll say at this podium, I will always follow the guidance of the White House counsel office. When I have made statements from this podium on this investigation, it was at the guidance of the counsel's office and consistent with what they have said and wanted to communicate at the time, right? And I have said this, the White House counsel's office has said this. One of the reasons we try not to comment on this is because it's changing, right? Things change and things move very, very quickly. And so I've continued to provide the information that I have had at the time, and I will continue to do that.
Thank you.
Whoever wants to go first.
Karine, counsel for Hunter Biden has written the National Security Division of the Justice Department. I know you like to keep that agency very arm's length. But is it arm's length when the president's son writes DOJ seeking an investigation?
And I will say to you that that is something for Hunter Biden's personal representative, their representative to speak to. I'm just not going to speak to it from here.
The White House knew about before it happened?
Again, I would, as far as that piece, I would refer you to the White House counsel office. And again, don't have anything to add. This is something for his personal representatives to speak to. As it relates to the agencies, as you were asking me, look, this is a president, and I said this before, that very clear about that. He believes that it should not be politicized, as he has said for the past couple of years, starting in the campaign, and he believes that any. Okay, Peter, you're about to jump out of your seat there. No. You're making me nervous. I was like, let me call on Peter before.
My legs were falling asleep. Republicans just voted to oust Congresswoman Ilhan Omar from the Foreign Affairs Committee over past anti-Semitic comments. What is the White House and the president's response or thought?
So I have clearly you said it just occurred, so I haven't seen that. What we believe is Congresswoman Omar is highly respected member of Congress. She has apologized for her comments she made in the past. Look, the way that we see this, it's a political stunt. Much like House Republicans' unjust removal of other leading Democrats from key committees in recent weeks, and it is a disservice to the American people.
He said that they are not touching Medicare or Social Security. Did he clarify what programs he would like to see spending cuts?
So, look, they need to put forward a plan, and we have not seen a plan yet. What we have seen and heard, and you all, again, have reported on this, I've gone through this many times before from here, is what his House Republican Conference has been saying, that they want to cut Medicare, that they want to cut Social Security. They've been very clear on that. We've seen stories after stories, and we've heard directly from many members of the House Republican Conference, to be more specific there. And so that's what we've heard. I know that Speaker Pelosi has said that on TV most recently. But again, what we are asking for is what's their plan to the U.S.?
One question on immigration. Can we get your reaction to Texas governor's appointing a special advisor on border matters because of what he says is the administration's refusal to secure the border?
Well, look, I'm not going to look. He's going to take whatever action he's going to take. We're not about political stunts. We're about dealing with a real issue and taking action. And that's what you've seen from this president these last 2 years. Then on day one, put forth a immigration reform and, is asking Republicans, instead of doing political stunts, to come and help him deal with an issue. But